Santa
What was that story you told me when you were a kid? Just before the show?
Are you talking about the airplane story?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, I don't know if I was a kid. I was 13 years old. You're talking about that story?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I mean, if you must know, I mean, it's a true story.
Well, tell the folks at home.
Oh, God, Norm. I was telling you that when I was 13 years old, and we have a news story that we were going to cover, and I wasn't sure if we should, and it's about how they're making airplanes, they're putting more seats on airplanes, and the way they're cutting space is in the bathrooms. And I was concerned, like, where, you know, I thought about where am I going to go to jack off, because I get nervous on flights and stuff. And a lot of people do it. I don't know. But when I was 13, I went in there and I did that. And some lady walked in on me, and she was like 2 seats over, and you just had to stare, you know, just staring at me in disgust for like 5 hours straight. It was a long flight. You sure you want me to talk about? I mean, you really want me to?
It was a different story. But anyway, forget about that. But what is it? They're making this thing smaller? They're too fucking small for me when I wasn't a big fucking fat guy.
I feel like you're gaining weight. Like,
yeah,
you're on this diet.
Of course I'm gaining weight.
What did we eat right before we did the show?
We ate chicken.
Yeah. What kind of chicken?
What was it called? Honey kettle chicken.
Fried chicken.
Fried chicken.
Yeah, a big plate of it.
Yeah. And I asked the girl.
Huge mistake.
I said, "What? Why so much for the extra gravy?"
Give me like a trough of gravy. I've never seen that much gravy.
No, that was a lot of gravy.
You just
I drank the gravy.
You really did.
What I do is I eat the chicken and I devour. I went to my doctor because I'm getting so many.
Good, you should.
I'm getting so many. That's what's good about this show is I'm getting all this feedback about how huge and fat I am. So I go to the doctor and I tell the doctor. He's like, "Why are you so fat?" And so I said, "I thought it'd be funny. Most guys try to lose weight,
right?
But I try to become a huge fat guy." So anyways, he said, "That's not funny. He says that's alarming."
I think it's funny.
I think it's funny too.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
But he said that it's quite alarming and that I'm in a lot of trouble. And I said, "Well, I think it's funny, and I'm the comedian." So I said, "Let's agree to disagree." And then you know what he said? What? And I say that a lot.
Yeah, you do. You say that constantly.
Yeah, that's my out.
That's your in,
especially when I'm wrong.
Everything.
Especially when I'm wrong.
Right.
I'll argue and argue, and I go, "I guess we have to agree to disagree." Anyways, this fucker, he goes, "No." I go, "What? I thought you had to agree to disagree."
Well, the customer's always right.
He goes, "I will not agree to disagree." This is a true story. He goes, "I will not agree to disagree. I will disagree."
What'd you say?
I said, "What's the distinction? I don't understand. Isn't agreeing to disagree the same, essentially, as disagreeing?" "No," says he. "It's not." He says, "If I agree to disagree," he goes, it gives more credence to your side of the argument. He goes, "It sounds like we have two separate arguments, both of which have merit, and then I am saying that some of your points are valid, and you're saying some of my points are valid."
But he's saying that zero.
And he's saying no.
Yeah.
He's saying that would be as unconscionable for him as to agree with a Holocaust revisionist. And I said, "Are you going to bring up the fucking Holocaust every time you give me a physical?" This guy, he's got a tattoo. He's 96. I know his backstory.